And now I would like to bring up a speaker who is amazing, right? And she actually introduced herself earlier. Her name is Alejandra Kalman. And guys, we are so lucky to actually have her on our team, right? She's been an ACN for over 10 years now. She has tens of thousands of customers, right? How many of you guys like to get paid on tens of thousands of customers? Exactly. So that being said, guys, I'll pass this call over to Alejandra Kalman, and she'll help you guys with the services going forward from here. So Alejandra, call's all yours.
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, what a great job Will just did to just show us the compensation plan. You know, I love the simplicity and confidence in which he actually presents this business. So thank you so much, Will, for all your expertise. And guys, my job with you guys is to go through the services. And, you know, just if you leave with something here today, your very first goal is to acquire how many services? I want to see some new hands. New hands. I know the leaders know this. I know the leaders know. I want to see the new hands. 5 services. So if we leave with anything, you need to acquire 5 services. Why is that? That is going to give you your very first check. That is going to boost up your confidence. You know, when people ask you how much money you've made, you can actually tell them that you've made money already. So you want to make sure that you're making money right away. And the only way we're going to make money here is if we acquire some services. So our very first job is to get you those 5 services. So as we look at the services, I want you to think, all right, which services can I get for myself? You know, because just like he told you today, and I'm just going to reiterate this, you know, it'll help you to understand the process. You'll also be making residual income. Now, do you want to give a portion of your bill every single month to the different corporations, or do you want to keep it for yourself? If you bought a gas pump, would you be pumping gas in your station, or would you go to somebody else's station? You'll be pumping gas in your own station. So it just makes sense. It will also create as the example for your team. You know, it's easy to duplicate what somebody else did well. So people are going to ask you, what did you do to get paid? And you can literally go through the 5 services that you used to get paid. And of course, you know, you're going to get the possibility of getting services free. How many of you would like to get your services for free? All of us. When you get 5 annual ID seals outside of yourself, you get yours for free. When you get 5 cell phone customers outside of yourself, you get a line for free. When you get 12 electric or gas customers, they'll average those 12 so that you can get also your energy for free at home. So you have the ability to earn free services as well. So please make sure that right now you text the person that you're working with, like Will told you, so that you can do the services. Now, I am going to be going through the services, and this is the month of July. We have great promotions for all of our services in the month of July. So as I go through this, there is a lot of good things that I want you to take notes that are brand new just for the month of July. So let's take advantage of that. The very first service that we're going to be going through, it is our healthcare. So we're going to be watching a quick video together.
Healthcare spending made up 5% of total U.S. GDP in 1960. In 2020, spending hit almost 20%.
National polls show Americans believe healthcare prices and drug costs are among their top pocketbook concerns.
Over the past 20 years, the runaway cost of health insurance has outpaced earnings and inflation, leaving our families with less freedom and less money. Families, small businesses, and individuals alike are struggling to find a way to pay for the healthcare they can't seem to afford. So how are we going to solve this problem? All over the world, technology is changing the way people and society connect and interact. The result? Countless industries are disrupted. But while the rest of the world has changed, insurance and the way we pay for healthcare remains broken and largely the same. What if there was a way we could all pay for healthcare that simply worked better and felt better than insurance? Well, today there is. We are Impact Health Sharing. We are a network of families, individuals, business owners, and small entrepreneurs who want to see the old way of doing things change. We use technology to connect tens of thousands of individuals and families across the nation to simply share and pay each other's medical bills. Old problems can be solved when people come together to leverage their sense of community with technology to control the cost of healthcare. Go to impacthealthsharing.com for more info.
So I love Impact Health Sharing. Let's take a look quickly at what it is. It is a solution to the rising cost of healthcare. Now, on Tuesdays at noon Eastern Time, we have a fantastic training run by Regional Vice President Platinum Jeff Street. make sure you get that information from the person that you're here with today that will go in details on this. So we're not going to go into a lot of details, but know they're a non-for-profit company, that it allows you to save people money, but it feels and just like insurance in the sense that you get a card, you present that card at the doctor, and they build impact. Now, like I mentioned, it's 30 to 70% as compared to traditional health insurance, but you do get complete medical coverage. This is a question I get all the time. You get access to preventative care for free, meaning every year you have your wellness check, ability to have your wellness check for free, and your pap smears and your mammograms and your blood work, all that is already included. All major medical events are covered. I know I've gotten questions like what happens if somebody gets cancer or they need a transplant. Everything's covered. We also have mental health, chiropractic care, and physical therapists. My prior insurance with Blue Cross and Blue Shield did not accommodate for chiropractors. Prescription medications, we get them at a discount program. We get wholesale pricing, just like similar to what GoodRx works. Free telemedicine. This has been a savior for me. So we work with MD Live. You can see a doctor the same way you see me, or talk with a doctor on the phone if you're not familiar with the videos, and you can actually be medicated online, and you don't need to go see a doctor, and that is absolutely free. There's no deductions, there is no payments, there's nothing that you need to do. Also, a couple of amazing things. I talked with a lady yesterday that works a job, and I said, what do you have for healthcare? Does your job provide? She's like, it does provide, but I missed the deadline. And how crazy it is that there is a deadline for health insurance. There is not a deadline for us. We don't have any open enrollment restrictions. We can start a person up to the very last day of that month for the very first day of the next month. And there's no network restrictions, which means that you can go to absolutely any doctor that you want. Now let's take a look at what type of plans we have. We have plans for seniors. We have plans for single people, starting at just $73 a month. I got a young gentleman the other day that I met him selling Costco knives. I showed him the opportunity. He didn't want to join our business, but he didn't have healthcare. I bought some knives for him, and he actually got a $73 program, and he was so excited. We also do groups, up to 49 employees. We can help groups. If the businesses are over 49 employees, 50 plus, they do also have to have traditional insurance associated with it, but they still can offer impact on the side, so do not stop there. And then we also have families like mine that can benefit from the program. Now, what do? You ask somebody if they're open to get a free quote. You go right to your storefront. If you don't know what your storefront is, that's why we open breakout rooms later today. Make sure you know your storefront, because that's where we're going to put your services. You can quote a person literally within a couple of minutes just with their date of birth and enroll them right away. Do they have questions? Don't worry, submit those questions to Impact and then follow up with them. If you take a look at the left-hand side, these are how many points each one of the services is valued. Remember, like Will told you today, each one of our services is tied to a point value. So up to $149 of monthly impact is 2 points, 150 to 349, 4 points, and so forth. So an impact customer could be worth 2, 4, 5, or 6 points for you. So it's a great way to actually get your points and also get a fantastic residual with impact. So that is as far as impact goes. Let's move into my second favorite, and we have a fantastic offering for promotional money on the month of July that I want you to be aware of, because I want you to benefit from. When you get 12 customers, I'm going to repeat what I told you earlier. ACN will actually average these 12 customers and give you the average of what they're spending, so long they're residential customers, for you to actually be able to pay your energy. Now, they're going to give it to you in a direct deposit, so you do not have to use it for your energy, but you could. Residential customers are 1 point per account. Business customers are 2 points per account. But in the month of July, and just the month of July only, electricity customers are worth double points. So if you get an electric residential customer, it's not going to be a 1 point account, it's going to be a 2 point account. Everybody clear on that? Now, once you set up a customer on a promotional point, those points will follow you for the rest of your life in ACN and the life of that customer. And so see, if you put an electricity during a month of double points, if 10 years from now that person is still paying their electric bill through you, you will still have those double points. So make sure that you take advantage of this. To top it off, this is the most generous bonus offer that I've seen for Zoom Energy, and says the following. For every 5 energy customers, you make an additional $200 on top of your ACN bonuses. So on top of your ACN bonuses, you're gonna get $200 for every 5 energy customers of any kind. It could be a mix between electric and gas. It could be all gas. It could be all electric. It doesn't matter. Plus, once you set up a home or a small business or medium business with electricity and gas combined for that residence, so for the dual states, if you look at the map right here, anything that's in green in the map means that those states are dual, meaning we can have electricity and gas. So who do you know in Illinois, Maryland, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Ohio? Those states are dual energy. Then the yellow ones are just electric, the orange ones are just gas. But for those dual ones, for every house or business that you put both gas and electricity in those places, you get an additional $100. And for all of you that are existing IBOs here, if you have a house already or a business signed up with us for electric and or gas, and you don't have the other service yet, if you go get the other service, they'll pay you $50 for that. So that's another great way to go get more customers for you guys. Okay, so with that in mind, let's take a look at the bonus promotion. And these are just some hypothetical examples of how things could work. And this is just numbers that we run for you. Now, when I say gas only or electricity only, doesn't mean that you have to do that just with gas or electric. I'm just showing you how the numbers would look. And the only reason why we separate them is because gas is worth 1 point and electricity is worth 2 points. So when I'm calculating not the Zoom bonus that is 5 energy bills, but the ACN bonus, the points matter, right? Because the 5 services with 10 points will pay you 200, and every 3 services with 6 points, another 200. So that's why it's separated. But if you did 5 home or businesses with gas only, that'll be $200 this month. If you did 11 homes or businesses with just gas only, that's 600. And if you did 20, that's 1,200. So for those of you that are in gas markets, like I know that Fico, you're in Georgia, this is a great way to actually go help people save money on their gas and go get this money as well. Electricity customers. If you do 5 homes, that'll be 400, 1,000, and 2,000 respectively. But look at the dual markets. So who do you know in those dual markets? 5 homes alone with electricity and gas, that would be $1,100 for you guys. If you did 11 homes with electricity and gas, that's $2,900. And if you did 20 homes with electricity and gas, that would be $5,400. Guys, this is a lot of money. I have some people in the Connecticut market, myself, in my team that are killing it this month, just bringing energy customers, and they only have electricity. So if you know people in electric and gas market, the dual bonus, I've never seen done before. I don't know if it'll ever come back. So take advantage of it. The next service that I want to talk with you is Vivint Smart Home. I love Vivint. Vivint is not only a security system, but it's also a home automation. I am going to show you a video with the features of what Vivint does. But before I do that, I want to tell you about a great promotion that is ending on the 13th. So take advantage. This is for you and any of your customers. Check this out. This is only till the 13th. When you buy a camera this month, you get a doorbell camera for free. Second thing that your customer will get, they'll get 3 months of free monitoring. So for 3 months, if they're paying for their equipment in payments, they'll only be paying for the equipment, that's it. And they will not be paying for the alarm system, the monitoring system for 3 full months. Plus, you will get a free iPad. Now you can do whatever you want with that iPad. You can gift it back to your customer and say, hey, if you sign up with me, I'll give you my iPad. You can keep it for yourself, or you can go ahead and sell it on the marketplace or eBay and get the money as a bonus. That is a huge promotion that we have this month with the free iPad. Now, remember, the free iPad is for you, so do whatever you want with it. But I love the idea of giving it back to my customers. I'll tell you that much. What a great thing to be able to do this month with that promotion. So 713, you get 8 points. It's a lot of points for Vivint. Let's take a look at the video. It's going to do a better explanation than me when it comes to the features. I want you to pay attention as you watch the video for the features of Vivint.
Your home is now armed. recording.
Gordon, I'm almost home, bud.
Your home is now armed.
Now, don't think of Vivint just for homes. Think of Vivint as well for businesses. So you can do both businesses and residential as well. Now, don't have to learn all the features. Don't have to answer questions about pricing. Don't have to do absolutely anything outside of peak and pass. Without a commitment, you can send your people to Vivint. You can use the 1-800 line for Vivint that is on your storefront, or you can use our sales rep, Edgar. We love to go through Edgar. We send there all our business because we know him. He values our business. And he says, you know what? If you guys come through me, because you guys send me so much business, I will always give you a buy one, get one free camera. And we'll always give you free installation and activation, which is another $200 value. So use Edgar, take a screenshot, write his number down. And then when you send a customer to Edgar, all you have to do is do a group text to introduce your customer to Edgar. That's all you do. He'll take it from there. But if you do not group text Edgar with your customer, he does not have the legal authorization to call your customer. So make sure that you do group text them. Also, let them know you're on Alejandra's team. I know a lot of you are not on my team, but it really doesn't matter. That is your code to get free installation and activation as well. Now let's look at IDCOs. And guys, how great it is that every single one of the services that I'm going to feature today for you, every single one of them has a promotion. So we already went through the Zoom energy promotion. It's bonus money, amazing. We already went through the iPad with Vivint, and now you're going to see what you have with IDCO. I'm going to give you a promotion for Flash cell phone service, and I'm going to give you a promotion for Vivint. So for Truby as well, sorry, our travel discount. So every single one of our services has a promo this month. Never seen that before. Here you get up to 8 points per customers. It's 3 services in one. It's an identity theft protection. Your whole entire identity would be protected, all the way from your social security, which is a normal thing to be protected, to your medical ID. You may think that's not important until actually somebody steals your medical ID and changes your allergies and your blood type at the hospital, and which can absolutely kill you. I don't know what's worse. I think it's worse to have that changed. Your financial situation is screwed, I'm telling you. But what I do tell you is that it's fantastic that you have the ability to be protected. And if something were to happen to you, there's a whole entire restoration department ready to help you. And they're going to insure you up to $1 million, no questions asked, to cover every single thing that comes, every single expense that comes out of this identity theft or this breach. Now, your device will also be protected, so you can delete all your antiviruses, all your VPNs, password scramblers, everything. You don't have to pay for anything else outside of your IDCO. Let's take a look at the plan, but first, sorry, I'm going to show you a quick video on it.
ID Seal is different. ID Seal protects and covers you beyond what most providers do. Most identity theft protection companies monitor your credit, but leave your identity exposed, in which case, cybercriminals can still wreak havoc on your life. With ID Seal, you get a 24/7, 360-degree seal of protection around your credit, finances, and your life. From the moment you enroll, ID Seal starts working and never stops searching the corners of the dark web for threats to your identity. And if any signs of your identity are found, you'll be alerted in real time so you can react before the bad guys can do damage. If someone fills out a credit card application in your name, you'll know. If someone opens a payday loan in your name, you'll know. If someone applies for a change of address in your name, you'll know. If someone gets arrested using your identity, you'll know. And if your identity is stolen, with one call, you will be assigned a dedicated US-based expert from ID Seal who will fully manage restoring your identity. Any costs associated with restoring your identity? We have you covered up to $1 million with $0 deductible to cover any restoration costs. Remember, ID Seal monitors the dark web for signs of your identity and sends you real-time alerts if anything is found. Get peace of mind and start protecting your identity today. Give them nothing to steal with ID Seal.
All right, so here is your July summer promotion. Every single one of your annual plans are going to be at a 20% discount, and you are going to get also extra points. So that is great. So you're going to have not only great points, but will also get you will also get the 20% off. So it's going to be, let's take a look how this is going to show right now. Okay, so your platinum and your platinum plus, they're going to be 6 points each. And as you can see, what it means, the platinum and the platinum plus is just 1 adult and 2 devices for the platinum, 1 adult, 10 kids, and 4 devices. Now, the annual plan, as you can see here, is already deducted for 2 months. You can take 20% off of that right now, and you know that you're going to pay a lot less. So the prices are not reflected here. The 20% off is not reflective here. You can take 20% off of that, which is a lot. If you can see that's like almost $60 off on the platinum, almost like $70 off on the platinum plus. That is pretty fantastic, guys. Family plans, as you can see, family plans is with the 2 adults, 4 devices, you get 8 points for the annuals, 3 points for the monthlies. But if you see here, this month is going to be 4 points for the platinum and platinum plus, and the family plans and the family plans annuals. Let's see. 6 and 8. So no, that's correct. I have it right. It's 6 and 8 points. They're usually 4 and 6 points. They're 6 and 8 points right now. But the 20% off, and if you get 5 of them, ACN will reimburse you what you spent for yours every single month if you hold those 5 customers for the full year. So all you have to do is get 5 customers outside of yourself and you'll get yours for free. And remember, you can get the 20% off on top of already the discounted prices that you see for the annual plans. Great time to actually take advantage of this and get those extra points. Let's talk about Flash Mobile. Flash Mobile is our cell phone service, and it is an alternative to T-Mobile, meaning it's a private label of T-Mobile. We are going to be using the T-Mobile network at the exact same time as any other T-Mobile user, but we are not paying T-Mobile, we're paying Flash Mobile. So it's generic, if you may. No different than if you bought generic ibuprofen or generic Tylenol at your local pharmacy. You're just gonna have it repackaged. It's gonna be cheaper because of that, but it's the exact same service. This is the same exact thing. No contracts, no credit checks. We have gig plans and we have unlimited plans. We have 4 types of plans. The 4 gig plans or the 10 gig plans. Now, if you do a family plan or a gig plan, understand this is not shared data. This is individual data per line. So don't fear that you're gonna have to share the data with your children. And then your unlimited plans, you have the unlimited, and then you also have the unlimited elite, which just gives you faster data for longer. So you have 50 gigabytes of fast data with the unlimited and 75 with the unlimited elite. Now, if you take a look at the prices, these prices are plus taxes and fees, except for the unlimited elite. The unlimited elite already includes taxes and fees. So say you're getting a one-liner for the unlimited, it would be the unlimited 60, the plus taxes and fees, and the elite will be 70. It's better to just do the 70 because by the time you're paying taxes and fees, you're close anyway. But if you're doing a family plan, I would stick with the unlimited because as you can see, the taxes and fee will not reach the $35. So you will just have like $105 plus taxes and fees for your whole entire family, which is a great deal. So the more phones you add to the plans, the bigger the discount becomes. So I really love the ability of doing this discounted plans with our family plans that we have. promotional points this month as well that you can actually get extra points for doing your cell phone. So I will do the cell phones this month so that you can get that. Now, if you need new numbers, if you say, well, you know what, this is a great time for me to go ahead and get my younger kids the phone that they've always wanted, and you need a new number, please reach to your leaders before you do that, because if you do get a new number from Flash, you will actually have to wait for 100 days to get your service. There are other ways to do this. So we want to make sure that we're always putting a number. So just make sure that you reach out to us for that. But it's a great way to get extra points this month. And guess what? This month also, when you port more than 2 lines, we are waiving the activation fee. Activations are $27 a line. And when we activate 2, 3, 4 phones, it ends up being a lot of money because they not only charge you the activation, but also the taxes on the activation. So this is a great way to not have any activation fee and have those activation fees when you are porting lines. If you're not porting lines, the activation is not waived. So we want to make sure that you are always porting lines and that is 2+ lines so that you can go ahead and benefit from this free activation on your phones. This is a great thing. We used to have this type of promos with Flash. I haven't seen it in a very long time, probably for over a year now. So I'm super excited to have this promotion back, and it only goes until the end of July. Last but not least, this is what you need to get your phone done. So you're gonna have to call your current provider, make sure your phone is unlocked. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna say that again. Call your current provider, make sure your phone is unlocked. Why? Because a lot of you say, no, I already paid my phone off, and so my phone's for sure unlocked. No, sometimes they still lock it. And where I see my biggest headaches are when people do this and their phones are not unlocked, because then the phone line cannot port, and then you started the port, now you're without a phone, and now you're all sorts of pissed, and it's our own fault because we did not call the provider to make sure that that phone was unlocked. So call your current provider. I cannot reinforce that enough. Secondly, you're going to need the IMEI of each phone. What is that? That is the identity of the device itself. That way you can bring the same device. You don't have to buy a new device. And how you get it is by dialing *#06#. Just take a screenshot of this. And then you're going to need your current provider's account number and PIN number to be able to port those numbers in your credit card or debit card, because it is not a prepaid phone, but we prepay for the month. That way there's no contracts and there's no credit checks. The last service I want to talk with you about is our Truby lifestyle offering. And Truby actually is a service that we have for those of you that like to travel. So if you like to travel, we have a discounted membership, Truby, and we have two different plans right there. We have the gold plan, and we also have the platinum plan. Now, the gold plan includes all your discounted traveling. You can get discounts as well on rentals and also get discounts on hotels. You also get a flight insurance. You get VIP concierge service once you get to your location to help you with anything you need. You get hotel credits, which is money back that you get on your account to use on hotels. I'm going to explain how that works. And you get the best price promise, which means that if you do not get the best price through Truby, you still book through Truby, and you send proof to Truby that you found a better price somewhere else, and they will return you 110% of that difference. The Platinum plan has everything that the Gold package has, but it also gives you a personal travel team to help you. But my favorite part of it is that you get Priority Pass, which the cost of a Priority Pass is over $400 every single year, and that's access to every single VIP airport lounge worldwide. So that is a fantastic opportunity there. And then they do your Fast Pass passport and your visa service for you as well, for any country that you visit where you required a visa. So the gold plans, you can have a monthly for $35, and then the yearly, and then the platinum plan is $70 for a month. That's the one I have. I actually think that's a sweet spot. That's 5 points. And then the yearly plan, you save 10%. But for the yearly plan, 10% savings, I prefer to have it at like my monthly, and then I pay it every month. I'm happy with that. I think that's a great sweet spot right there. And here is the greatest part, the hotel credits. For every dollar you spend, you get the exact same amount provided to you on your hotel credit. So every month I spend $69 on my Truby. Every month I get $69 on my hotel credits. when I go book a hotel through Truby, it'll ask me if I want to pay a portion of it with my hotel credits. And for some of the hotels, it'll allow me to pay a portion of the hotel with my hotel credits. So I'll give you an example, a real life example of me. I was gonna go to, or I went to Secret in Tulum with my husband. The price for the suite that we wanted was $2,300 for our stay. I found the same price at $1,800 on Truby. I was already discounted money right there. But then it allowed me, when I went to pay, it allowed me to pay $150 of that on 150 hotel credits. So I grabbed 150 of that, which was 2 months of my membership, right? And I paid 150 with that. So I ended up paying $1,650. So I paid less on the hotel. So the money that I put in on my memberships, I ended up spending in the hotel, which I was going to spend no matter what. So if you travel at least 3 times a year, I'd like to say, you will end up getting the service for free just because of the hotel credits. And you have to remember to book your hotels with Truby. This month, they have a promotion that everybody, new member that signs up until July 31st will earn double hotel credit points on that membership tier that specific month. So it is great that you will get a one-time extra. So if you do the monthly and you pay the monthly $35, you get an extra $35 this month. You get $70 this month back. So that, thank you, Truby. But if you do the annual, it'll give you the whole annual, boom, extra. So travel around the world and use all of your hotel credit, which will actually roll over the next year. You don't lose it. All right, so it's not you snooze, you lose. So guys, this is a great opportunity to get double hotel credits for signing up for Truby this month. So guys, did I show you a promotion in every single one of these services today? How about we do a huge thank you to ACN for giving us this. Last but not least, guys, let's talk about our third event here. We are going to be on September 1st and September 2nd in Dallas, Texas. And if you never heard Nick Vujicic speak, I beg you, find Nick Vujicic online on YouTube, go see his material, and then tell me if $99 is not worth paying to see him. $99 to come in and learn about your business, propel your business 6 months forward, make the right connections, network with the right people, be able to go help a lot more people with impact, because we are going to be featuring impact. You're going to be able to have all our vendors are coming to visit. And guys, this is a rockstar event. We do have Mr. Tony Kupis, one of the ACN co-founders, but this is the very first rockstar hosted event of this magnitude. And we're already promoting, and guess what? It's 75% sold out. So I would rush in. I would start buying tickets right now. It's $99 to get in. It's $129 at the door, and the opportunity to see Nick Vujicic. Now, Nick Vujicic is missing both arms and both legs and is a millionaire. Can you imagine not having arms and legs and going from nothing to become a millionaire? He is a faith-filled Christian. I love the guy. Please, I beg you, find him, listen to him, and get excited about coming to meet him in person and truly say thank you to his face for all the inspiration and taking all the excuses away for the rest of us to succeed. So I'm going to show you a quick video of that event. And with that, guys, we're going to be rolling into the breakout rooms right after that. Amazing, guys. I'm excited for September 1st and 2nd. And with that, guys, we're going to say goodnight to all of you. We're going to go into breakout rooms. You can ask your leaders for anything that you want. But before you ask your leaders questions, this is my suggestion for you and your leaders. 1, schedule time for your Zoom meeting. Put yourself on the calendar of your presenters. If you're not in our calendars, we cannot help you. 2, schedule your time to get your first 5 services. Let us help you make money. Let's get you paid and set the right example for your team. And 3, let's enroll you into September 1 and 2nd, and then we can go on with all the questions that you have. And with that, thank you, Will. I'll stay back to see if there's somebody that needs help.